I remember in London, the taxi driver, out of 5,000 taxi drivers, 5,000, the one we got, had been raised an Adventist. His father was an Adventist. But the relationship had gone sour, hadn't had a relationship in a long time. And that's the taxi driver we got. And I said, do you mind if we find your dad? He said, I said, don't you want a relationship with your family for your grandkids? And he said, yeah, I would like to get it back. I don't know how. We don't speak. I said, if I see your dad, now I'm saying that in a city of 8 million people, we have 12 or 14 different churches, evangelistic series going with hundreds of people every night. So several thousand people involved. Each night some of us were traveling to different churches to do music and what have you. But if I see or make contact with your dad, is it okay that I tell him that you want to get back with him? You want your family to be together? And he said, absolutely. The very next morning, we go to a church, and I said, I wonder how we would find this man. He gave me his dad's name. Lord, help us to find this man. Thousands of people. Could have been in any church. How are we going to find who this person is? My daughter Melody says, hey, Dad, look at, what'd you say this man's name was? And I gave it to her. She said, look, his name's at the bottom of the bulletin with the phone number. Now, is that coincidence or divine providence? Divine providence. So his name was there, so I said, we must go to this church. Of all the churches we were, and we're leaving that afternoon. That night was the last service. We'd have no chance to get together. And some of you were there on the bus, you know, and we were getting ready to go. We couldn't find him, so I asked the bus driver, do you know him? He said, I do, but I have no idea where he is and how we could find him. And we were literally in front of the church, and my heart was grieving because we were going to pull away. And I said, we missed it this much. Lord, help us to see, to find this man, to let him know his son wants to be reunited. And as we were starting to pull out, the bus driver looks in his rearview mirror and he says, oh, there he is, coming out of the church. He's on the sidewalk. I said, show me which one. So I ran to him, gave him the news. He started crying. He said, oh, this is such wonderful news. Thank you for coming to London. We didn't know we'd go to London that would happen. But see, Jesus loves us, right? Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. So we want each and every one of you to know that your life's not an accident. No matter what is happening around you, God will take care of you. He'll protect you. He will shield you. He's there for you. You never have to be alone. But you have to trust. You have to take a walk of faith. It's not always easy. But remember, you have family. You can call 3ABN. Ask people to pray with you. You can write if you need information. You can call these ministries. All of these folk are willing to do our part, whatever we can do to help. For those of you watching around the world.